People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
Yeah. Weird.
How did Rachel Zegler go from Hollywood's sweetheart to one of the most hated women on the internet and single-handedly destroyed $115 million?
I mean, a lot of people keep asking me. Hi, Adam. My agent's over there. Hi, Ken. My lawyer. My entire family is here. Hi, everybody. I'm a narcissist.
As your marketing bestie, who graduated top 1% UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, we're going to learn how to avoid every branding downfall of Rachel Zegler that destroyed not just one, but 5 brands. Somehow, everything Rachel Zegler did only made her less and less likable.
I have to pretend like, oh, God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
That at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
People will wait in line to see.
What?
Because talent and lucky girl syndrome can still fail you if you have a terrible brand.
Rachel, you're putting yourself and everyone in the cast in grave danger. Disney is going to fire you. No, I think I'm gonna go on a press conference telling the whole world how much I hate Snow White and how it was creepy and scary. Rachel, no. It's okay, then I'll just cry on camera and tell the world how everybody just hates me and hates to see me win.
A brand is not how you see you. The next Audrey Hepburn,
I would go back and be Holly Golightly in Breakfast at Tiffany.
but how your future client, future boss, future boyfriend sees you. I'm creating the series to analyze pop culture influences from a marketing perspective to help you build successful personal brands for your career, love, business. You're welcome. So here's the mystery. Can the internet ever fall back in love with Rachel Zegler again? After she crumbled not only her personal brand, but also Snow White, Disney, The Hunger Games, and her image as Lady Dior. So many artists, creators, and businesses want to be seen more to grow, but doing it the wrong way. And I also made the same mistake. I clipped hundreds of videos from YouTube to Instagram that helped me grow 300,000 followers in 5 months. But each video took 40 minutes to an hour, times that by 2 to 300. So imagine having the edit done for you by Opus Clip. The key to a rebrand for Rachel Zegler is to refresh how others see her, but that needs volume and consistency. One single Opus account gives you an army of content architects you need. It is by far the best AI editing tool I tested in the market after generating hundreds of videos with 15 other providers. The most likely viral moments are auto-selected for you. Then I go in to move or add certain sections by simply using the script it generated for me. But with an auto-scheduler, auto-reframe, auto-captioning, auto-enhancement, even B-roll generation, 2 weeks of content in 1 hour, done. And you get to try it for free. You're welcome. Go to the link in the description to stop wasting time on brand building, because time does not wait. Branding SOS in the end, and free email list below for additional marketing knowledge. Rachel 1.0 was the main character in a fairy tale. A normal high schooler from New Jersey who posted covers online that magically, out of 30,000 submissions, the Steven Spielberg picked her as Maria in West Side Story.
Cast Rachel when she was 17. She was a senior in high school when she got the part. No one could reach as high as Rachel reached that first day.
And her lucky girl syndrome would not stop. Won a Golden Globe at 20, overnight became the next Audrey Hepburn, franchise princess back to back, casted by Disney as Snow White, Walt Disney's favorite creation, and then picked as a new lead in The Hunger Games, picked to be Lady Dior. How do you mess up being the luckiest girl alive? Well, Rachel Zegler has her talents.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Branding downfall number 1. Main character syndrome.
And now my face is everywhere and it's very overwhelming.
Indeed, Rachel Zegler's role was to act out multiple main characters. But no, girl was like, I'm the main character, not just in these films, but in everything. It's all about me.
I will elbow everyone out of the way.
Which would have been less of an issue had it not started with her trashing the actual main character, Snow White. As the actress whose entire job is to bring the character alive, considering that this is one of the most iconic characters that pioneered Disney, guess what smart Miss Rachel Zegler does? Yep, trash it in every single way possible.
Weird. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Wow, she is so not like the other girls, not needing to be rescued. But said she's always dreamt of being a Disney princess. Weird that she was, quote, scared of the original cartoon and only watched it a single time. It's like wanting the Disney fame and the attention from dissing it. Putting her in a morally superior position, a pattern you'll get to see. Because of this mockery, the film that started in 2021, scheduled for 2023, had to push back to 2025 for more reasons I'll explain. I get it, this is a fairy tale that by definition is not accurate. But her entire job was to play the character Snow White, not Rachel White, which she has angrily tweeted, quote, "Yes, I am Snow White. No, I am not bleaching my skin for the role." As you'll see later, this entire movie became a personal promotion tour for Miss Rachel Zegler. Everything is always about her. It is great that she is so outspoken about being a woman of color in Hollywood, especially in the context of being the right pick as Maria in West Side Story, but also complains in a tweet, quote, "My skin color, I am a white woman," when claiming victim position. Everything is offensive when putting all the attention on her as the victim. Oh, but certainly not offensive when costing two brands $115 million.
$69.
What are we doing?
What is wrong with the girls? Wait, no, we have rent to pay.
Should be in one of them.
Putting other people's jobs at risk while getting paid multi-millions.
I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
But the cost of being the main character is also that, yes, everything is now about you. Mid-production, using dwarf actors were thought to be offensive.
Story about 7 dwarves living in a cave. What the are you doing, man?
So Disney was like, let's reshoot everything. Replace the humans with a CGI and everything will be politically correct. But remember, everything's about Rachel Zegler. Even though she did not choose the CGI dwarfs, her existing and upcoming streak of damages to Snow White already framed her as the, quote, entitled princess who hates Disney classics. And the CGI dwarf scandal stuck to her personal brand. And this is way worsened by branding downfall number 2, overexposure. Somehow everything Rachel Zegler did only made her less and less likable. Overexposure is already a red enough flag in branding and PR, but overexposure before proof of value, Rachel Zegler is too cool for anything.
What made you want to step into this world of DC heroes? I needed a job.
Snow White, Hunger Games, a job, and she deserves higher pay, which rightfully so, know your worth. But the issue wasn't asking, it was the timing. At a time when Snow White was already delayed because she used every interview to express her loud and rude opinions, costing more jobs and labor for more people, she decided to ask for more money and doing it publicly. Somehow, she is the victim again. Forgetting she was unknown just 2 years ago, now with some of the biggest opportunities because of this crappy job she was given.
But it's hard and it's lonely. It's very lonely.
She had no bad intention, but came across as greedy, entitled, ungrateful. But if that was only 10% of the downfall, because every time Rachel opened her mouth or posted anything on social media, Disney, Hunger Games, and everyone else who just really want to support her had a cold sweat to a heart attack. There wasn't a demand, but the supply kept coming. Every press opportunity became a Rachel Zegler time to shine opportunity. Quote, "I love you all so much. Thank you for the love and for 120 million views on our last trailer in just 24 hours. What a whirlwind. And always remember, Free Palestine, showing political support is not problematic. But the way she did it was selfishly making the film's $350 million budget about, again, her. But this time, not on her superior ideals of feminism, but superior morality. The original $200 million budget hasn't yet recovered due to the delays from her previous controversies, then the dwarf CGI remake, and now another blow on tens of thousands of real people's livelihood. Because again, this entire movie is now about her. But of course, it got worse. Branding downfall number 3. What about me? During the promotional period, the actor's personal brand is highly tied to the brand of the entire film because all the marketing dollars are casting attention to the characters. Professionalism is Ariana Grande, dressing in light-colored clothes long before and after playing Glinda in Wicked. She did a whole transformation, bleached her real hair, got a brow lift, and worked with makeup artists to create a look inspired by 1940s and 50s stars like Grace Kelly. It's dedication. While Miss Rachel Zegler uses all the attention from Snow White to tell people there is only one way to vote.
Vote for Kamala Harris. And it's actually non-negotiable. Come on.
Tweeted things like, quote, "May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace," and later added, Donald Trump. Again, her position is always superior. And this was right before the film's release, so surprise, it killed box office. The film producer's son revealed, quote, "My dad, the producer of enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for, even if it's just a job." Rachel Zegler didn't do the job right. She damaged the image of Snow White before anyone wanted to step foot in the theater. Not mentioning that with this PR nightmare, Disney didn't take the hint that remakes after remakes of the classics have been getting lower and lower reviews. A double branding crisis. But never fear, Rachel Zegler still thinks her main character Halo will carry her.
That at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see. And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
The inability to not be the main character memified the iconic Snow White. Rachel Zegler is experiencing the same branding problem as Blake Lively.
Oh, look at me.
Compliment me. Tell me my hair looks beautiful.
When your name overshadows the story, you're no longer an asset. You're a liability, which bled directly into Disney, The Hunger Games, and every brand Rachel Zegler is associated with. The elegance and timelessness of Dior contrasted with someone screaming for attention. This is supposed to be the modern Hepburn. The sad part is, Rachel Zegler is talented. Her recent performance in Evita with 6 minutes long standing ovation proved that she has the talent to create beautiful art. And perhaps her performance in Snow White wasn't bad at all. But her brand repelled anyone to want to watch it in the first place, creating only $42.2 million in box office in the US during the first week when they bled $350 million over 5 years of work. So how could she get out of this branding crisis? First, what Rachel Zegler lacks isn't talent, it's media training. What she's doing with Evita is putting her on the right track. Focus on proving her brand as a serious actress, not internet meme. Second, curate mystique. The lack of filter around her compulsion to speak requires the power of silence. Only in silence do the occasional words speak volume. Save the voice for deliberate thoughts, not angrily tweeting and reacting to everything.
The dumbest things I've said, I don't absolve myself from that. I'm not sitting here being like, I'm 21, please forgive me. Like, the stupid shit I've said and done is stupid.
Third, portray the craft. There needs to be a lot of undoing of the current damages. And the most sustainable way is to build a consistent new brand. This brand doesn't even need to be that different. Just show what she's already doing. The hard work and practice behind the scenes to erase the selfish, entitled brand in everyone's minds and to allow people to relate to her better. A girl who does work hard to bring the roles alive, who just doesn't know the difference between sarcasm and straight up rudeness. Only by fostering greater self-awareness and being more in touch with her audience and the people she works with will Rachel Zegler be able to come back from this branding crisis. But will she ever be seen as Hollywood's golden girl on the pedestal again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you learned something here, share the pod, give it a 5-star review, free email list, resources, all links are below. This is your marketing bestie, Zoe Unlimited. Episodes are available on all podcast networks, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. And if you like this episode, I know you'll like these other 2 I made just for you.